So
Do you
myth,
care?
by definition, but false belief.
Do you care or not if you're correct?
Well, I know I am correct because I got the definition of a myth in front of me.
But do you care if you're correct or not? I didn't ask if you're correct. I asked you, do you care if you're
Of course
correct
I
or
care.
not?
That's why I look up definitions.
Okay,
Because I
so if
care
you're
about
wrong, would you want to know?
Yeah, but I know I'm not wrong because you just don't know what myths are.
I think
Okay.
even if they had definition, it wouldn't be an analytical truth, bro.
Like, do you think that myths are true, Benjamin, by definition?
That wasn't what I asked. I asked if you're wrong,
Would
would
you
you
admit
admit
it?
it?
I know I'm not wrong. I would, but I'm not wrong in this case. I know what a myth is.
So how would that
So,
definition be like an analytical truth for like all myths are false, buddy?
Yeah, by definition they are.
Not really,
so let's see if all myths
retard.
are false.
So wait, so according to your logic, a Google definition is a freaking analytical truth. That is so goddamn fucking low, turn. I don't even debate anymore. No, no, not at all.
I didn't say it was an analytical truth. I said it was a common definition.
Okay, so but not all common definitions are going to be analytical.
So how do you define an analytical truth about what is mythical or not?
Sorry, you guys are getting into another topic. So you claim Mythbusters has never confirmed a myth. So you,
No,
that
what
would
I'm
actually be
saying is,
wrong. So, and I
no,
said the evidence. So now,
the question
what is
is
your
the question
response?
is fallacious, right? So what I'm saying is that once something that was ought to be thought to be mythical is confirmed to be true, it's no longer mythical. That's the whole point. So that's why they call them myth busters. They're busting the myth, right? Like if something is perceived to be mythical, they do a test in order to potentially bust it. Therefore, no
Making
longer
your
mythical.
claim that they've never confirmed a myth false.
I'm saying is that busting a myth. They're not confirming it, right? They're not saying that the myth is like
But
it's still a
I asked
myth.
you specifically, have they ever confirmed that a myth is
What do
true?
you mean? Okay, well, hang on. What do you mean? But how would you say? How would you conclude that? So are you saying that they will say
By
that the myth?
watching the show?
No, yeah. So would you say that, for example, if they were to bust a myth, right? That means it's still a myth, but it's also true at the same time.
Yeah.
That's just not what a myth is.
Yeah, because you
They
redefine
will
myth
say
to
it's not
mean
a myth.
fiction, James.
No, like that's channel. So once they've like confirmed something, it's by definition no longer a myth, right? That's why they say like,
It
oh,
doesn't mean false.
no, myth by definition, myth means a widely held
It
false.
doesn't mean false.
It
No, it
does by
doesn't.
definition.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Okay, so if I look up definition of myth right now,
Yeah,
I
you
will double
find
on you right now. Okay.
one of the key
So I'll
definitions
look
is
at it. It says
held,
widely held
false
belief.
belief.
That's false.
Yeah, widely held but false belief or idea is what it means.
It is a traditional story, often sacred, that explains a culture's beliefs, values, and the origins phenomena, like the world, human customs, or significant institutions.
Yeah, and then look up the second definition. It's right underneath.
You failed. It did not say a
Widely
false.
held but false belief idea.
So essentially, you just committed another equivocation fallacy. You just
No,
think
that's
myth
not.
means false belief.
No, you just ignore the definition that I was
So
trying
how
to
does myth not mean false belief? Can some myths be true?
No, if a myth is true, then
So
it's no
are
longer
all
a myth.
myths false beliefs?
Yes,
I didn't ask for any explanation.
they are.
These are questions with follow-up.
They are false beliefs.
Okay, so all myths are false beliefs. So myth equal false belief.
The white
If you believe it's true.
So if equation,
No, no.
equivocation, you just literally equated two different.
That's not a fallacy, that's called definition.
Yeah, I just literally gave
No,
you
a myth. Okay, so I will send you the definition of
It's
what a
stating
myth
the
is.
property of something. It's stating the property of something. You're saying this balloon is red. Yes, this balloon is red. So you're saying the balloon is
Not a
red. That's an
myth.
equivocation fallacy. No.
If I call a story mythical,
No, that's actually called accreditation.
If I call a story mythical, then
Right.
I attribute a quality to what the
Which is
story
very important. Once you want to understand the Trinity, you need productivity.
So again, if you're, so what you do by calling something a mythical thing, right, is you basically attribute a specific attribute, you attribute something to that thing. So when you call, you can have a story, for example, right, and a story can either be, a story by itself can either be false or true, right, but if you call a story a mythical story, then by attributing that to the story, you define the story to be a false story. It's not true.
Okay, so there's no point in time where like myths become true. False.
No, because
It's a
by
myth.
that point,
Myths are a traditional story, often sacred, that explains a culture's beliefs, values, and the origins of phenomena.
well, so for
Like
example,
the world.
here's a example, right? So one thing that we tie our current traditions to, right, and our current political games to, is the Renaissance era, right? Now we wouldn't call the Renaissance era by itself a mythical story, because the Renaissance is based off of like real history. But if we were to tie that into other like cultural stories, like the stories of the ancient Greeks, for example, right? Like, you know, their tales of gods and stuff. We call those tales mythical due to the fact those tales are not confirmed to be true. That's the reason
Well,
why.
as another example, if I explain the origin of earthquakes as Loki is trapped under the ground and his wife Hel holds a cup over him to catch this serpent, the venom of a snake, and every now and then she has to empty the cup, and when she does, the venom drips directly on Loki and he shakes the ground and it causes earthquakes. We call this a myth, right? That explains the world. It was believed by people. It helped explain physical phenomenon, but we know it's absolutely false.
I realized now there's no way that Judge was going to let our ship.
Sure, some myths are false, I'm not denying that.
All myths
I'll
are
say
false.
not all myths are false.
What defines
All myths are
how
false.
do you?
Well, if you say all myths are false, then you just equate false with myth.
Yeah, well, that's
Not all
so,
false things are myths.
yeah, like we're not saying that like all false things are myths or all myths are false. It's not a
That's an equivocation.
no, it
No,
isn't.
it's not.
When you say all
Two
myths are
equals-
false, that
two equals three
entails
is
an
a false
equivocation.
statement. No, 2 equals 3 is a false statement. 2 equals 3 is not a myth.
If I say 1 plus 3 equals 10, then
Myth-
that's a myth.
That's
No,
that's not a myth.
myth
That's not a myth.
refer.
Why is that not a myth?
Hang on, myth refer to a subset of falsehood. They don't embody all falsehood, right? Like Rap said, 1 plus 1 equals 3 is a falsehood, but we won't categorize it as a myth.
Right, as a false statement.
Because a
Like
myth
an
is simply a subcategory of falsehood.
So you read the definition. That tries to explain a natural phenomenon and is believed to be sacred by a group of people. 1 plus 3 equals 3 is not that. It doesn't explain a natural phenomenon. It isn't held sacred by a group of people. So it's obviously not in the category of myth.
This guy does not understand basic logic. Don't even try.
Agreed. I don't know. It's just, it hypes me up while I'm working out. It gets my heart rate going.
I just don't equate two words.
That we're not equating. We just explain to you how we're not equating them. Like we are saying that myth is simply a subcategory of falsehood. It doesn't.
You don't understand that.
Well, I literally just explained how we understand it to be and how we define
If
it.
I gave you a Greek myth right now, would you be able to decipher the lesson?
If you're, what type of lesson? What does that mean?
The lesson or the falsehood or like, are you asking if it's historical?
No,
So
like
wait, are you
the
asking
lesson,
if it's
you meant a
historical?
lesson. Are you asking me? Yeah.
No,
Are you
I'm
asking?
talking about the lesson.
No, what's the lesson? What do you mean
Whether
by
it's
lesson?
historical or
Moral
not,
lesson?
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Well, hang on. No,
We went
we're
over
not
this
talking
the
about.
other day whenever
We're
it
not
came to
talking
like the
about
burning
like
of the
the
American
moral.
flag. He was
Hang on.
like,
We're not talking about the moral value of the story. So we're talking about whether or not the story is based on truth or falsehood. A myth can still
That's
have like
unimportant
moral
to a
value.
myth.
A myth, no, hang on. It's absolutely important. Whether or not something is false or true is important to understand whether something is mythical by definition.
Yeah,
We call
based
it
on fables.
a myth. We call it on.
use one of our 6 preemptory challenges.
Historical event. That's not what
That was earlier.
it's never my definition. Like you're
That
just
was
making
a
up
while.
definitions.
I said
arguing the false point that you
myths can be
I'm misunderstanding
allegorical.
how
That is
myths-
the most recent thing I've seen. What is yours?
Nobody says that myths cannot be allegorical to something else, but the whole point of them.
So they can be allegorically true.
Again, do you know what an allegory is?
Yes. Can you define it?
A story meant to
Yeah, myths or myths, right, can be allegorical in the sense that they can still teach something. Like just the same way how
the story of Ypher. I don't literally believe in fiction, but I believe in the story.
how fiction can be allegorical as well, right? You can have stories written in fiction, never meant to be taken as truth, right? As like events that actually occurred, but still derive meaning from those stories. That means that there's like an allegorical meaning behind it. So allegory has nothing to do with the truthfulness of the story. Like because any story, no, it literally doesn't.
To be to find truth.
No,
A true allegory is the same as a true story.
Are you saying that fiction cannot be allegorical?
Of course, fiction can be allegorical.
Okay, so that allegory has nothing to do with truth. Because fiction is by definition nonsense.
Well, then how do you differentiate different qualities of fiction?
Fiction is like as a main category of storytelling. Fiction is simply considered as a written like a medium that is not based
So
on
then
reality.
tell me how good fiction is. What is the metric you use to determine the
What do you mean
quality?
by good fiction? You mean like a person's personal opinion? Like you're talking about like writing?
Good means high quality, bad means low quality.
It's
Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Probably should have gone the other way.
Completely agree. They gotta stop that shit.
Executive order to like eliminate everything, like birthright citizenship. Like you can just do that with an executive order.
No, you can't. That's the thing. This is why MAG is so fucking stupid, man. You can't do that. He is doing things that you cannot legally do. He is signing documents that are fucking worthless. So he signs a document. The sycophants beneath him go out and say, "Okay, we're gonna do this," because they're scared for the most part. And then, basically on top of that, like he comes back and he's like, the judges are like, "No, you can't do this. Like this is illegal."
The judge scores. Like you have
No,
people like
no, they
media.
don't. Well, sometimes he has, but for the most part, when a judge says something, they have to go by it. And so far, there's been a shit ton of executive orders that have been knocked out.
Yeah, but there have been also orders like some of ICC orders. They actually, there are examples of them disregarding them, and there was what you call it, a whistleblower, who actually, yeah, there I found my son back in. There was a whistleblower and who was I don't know what exact position he was like working for the state, and what they do is like, they kind of like interpret the law so that like other like, how do you say, other companies or other companies who are no other entities in the government can understand like what the law is.
What game are you playing?
I'm playing League of Legends, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna shut up, but I know how it is.
No, that's cool. I'm playing Elite Dangerous. It's a lot like, it's a much more relaxed paced game.
Yeah, this is fucking stressful. You get the heart attack from this game.
Alright, still looking. Anyone in here? We have 2 new people, WB, UGN. Someone with a very confusing name. UGN Vomi. Vlosky, I'm guessing Justice, but it's with an X. I don't think an X can ever take the place of a U, unless this is math.
Yo,
What's up?
Oh shit.
chilling.
Is it God?
Made an echo there.
Yeah, Monterey. And EQ, because you know how it is, like people here that try to like over talk you, so you're gonna hop on like get the loud mic ready, because you know it's gonna be like very bad.
I don't know, maybe. It's a little annoying, but that's fine. So, what are your thoughts on the Make America Great Again movement?
Hate it. I mean, some of my like old friends I know with it, they're mostly good, like chill. But from what I seen on the move, it's kind of sucks, bro.
You have friends who are supporting MAGA and you think they're chill.
I mean, yeah, don't try to like Trump, and pretty much they hate Trump pretty much, but like their parents kind of like got them in that. They're like, this is stupid, bro.
Their parents. What's your age bracket?
But I'm like 19.
18 to 25?
I'm like 19.
Oh, wow, I heard myself. You're 19. Okay, so I mean that's fair. I mean, you guys are like, you don't know shit about shit, so I understand why 18-year-olds are like, yeah, Trump's great. I mean, I don't, because it seems like he's very obviously the bad guy in most Disney movies. So I don't quite get it, but I guess if you and your buddies want to, I don't know, try to be edgy and not get laid, this is a great way to do it.
I mean, I'm mostly like neutral, like political stances. I'm not making that up, bro. They didn't even vote, bro. I'm not even kidding.
You what? You can't vote? Hey,
I said I didn't vote at all, bro. Like, what's the whole point?
You didn't vote. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I didn't vote when I was 18 either. I think I was 24, 25 when I voted the first time. So, well, like I said, like I don't know. That's kind of the whole thing on this Charlie Kirk thing that's really like kind of bugging me is right. These kids that don't know shit about shit, some of them like him, which is stupid, and then everyone else that's reacting to it didn't know who the fuck he was.
And the whole church thing actually had me confused, like, because I didn't know what the hell was going on, and it just happened, bro. Can't have like your own opinion now, bro. MS getting like be getting mad over that, bro.
I'm sorry, what was that?
But the whole church thing is like, you have your opinion, and then MS was like spazzing out on it, done something wrong, and it's like not that deep.
Who starts spazzing out? I'm sorry, it's just difficult to understand you.
Me.
You start spazzing out on Kirk for.
Oh, so I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm gonna like turn on loud mode real quick. So essentially, what it pretty much mean is like the whole entire like Kirk thing. I had me confused. Like, dude got shot. What? Over his own opinion about something. I don't know what the hell it was, but like essentially, like I don't know. But the only thing I know is like MS, like, say, like, you have an opinion about, like, God to the believing, and maybe like, no, this is wrong, and then start spazzing all over you, like, bro, like, it's not that deep, bro. That's what I'm just trying to say, bro. Bro, I'm like Gen Z, bro. I'm like Gen Z, brother.
Are you?
No, bro, I'm 20. I'm like Gen Z, bro.
You know what that means? Well, federal law enforcement allowed to recklessly interfere with the functions of state court. Objection? The question. Advocate, please. Federal law enforcement agents.
Man, I'm teaching myself how to use Linux. I'm like on like Frosty based Chromebook right now. I'm pretty much decent with Linux. Oh, nice. I have my alt on like Discord Linux. I could test all my virtual syncs on for my alt. And
Chance on the nurse. We found him. I'm sensing this is not good for the whole team. Nurse Jansen, please tell us how you came to be a fugitive from
I mean, I'm not like a back. No, that's the difference. I mean, my mic has a minor echolocation problem. So I might be turning it off on the controls. They just got this mic yesterday. It's like a stereo wired headset. It just be loud miking majority of the day. I have to be at like 90, like 95, bro. How loud? But I'm over able to like the pierce, and then once I go to like narrow stereo, because I be on surround sound mostly, just pan. I'm like that loud, bro.
She told me to run. Sure. You sure she didn't say go to some
Yeah, I be on 5.1 surround sound.
come up with a plan so that when come
Pretty good.
to run. All right, let's review. So you flipping on the doctor. Do I have that right? I guess so. Trying to as by turning on the one person who's trying to help you. I'm just trying to tell the truth. Oh no. Save yourself from prison. Objection. I entered into a plea agreement.